we're going to show how to get the not free 92 overall Jackie Robinson. Now you go to collections, a 42 collection. Obviously, there's going to be 42 players. It'd be kind of weird if there wasn't. But there's a lot of players in here. All 42 of them you're going to need for the Jackie Robinson, which this card is actually really good. Previous Jackie Robinsons, I don't think have ever been this good. But the fact of rating one that's this good this early, and it's very easy to get, is actually very surprising. Obviously going to be great at contact, great speed, decent defense, great vision, and I think that's going to be the part that plays into it. Vision does matter this year, more than I think did in previous years. 99 bunts if you're that type of guy, if you hate yourself and you bunt. But as you can see, I already have some of the players. I think I have 5 out of the 42, which isn't great by any means, but that's because I've been kind of lazy. And I did want to show you guys before I did it how to do this. That way everyone's on the same page. You'll see there's Jose Barrios, every team, in case you don't know what 42 series is. It's actually really cool for Jackie Robinson. Every team has one player. So the Mariners was Kyle Lewis. The Rangers was Joey Gallo. You got Trent Grisham for the Padres. Everyone got one certain player unless your team happened to get some legends as well, like the Mariners did with Ken Griffey Jr. over here. Now the legends, you got 2, if I'm not mistaken, you got 2 for pre-ordering the game. The deluxe edition, you got 2 free legend 42 players, which is who I picked. I picked Pedro Martinez, how could I not, and Mo. But Babe Ruth was a part of that, Jackie Robinson was a part of that, Willie Mays, Cal Ripken, Bob Gibson, Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr., as I said before, Larry Doby. Larry Doby you don't get to pick, but you do collect him at 20, which is really, really cool for me. If you guys don't know Larry Doby's story, it actually plays really hand in hand into Jackie Robinson's story. So I actually think that's really, really cool that they did this for him. If you don't know who Larry Doby is, Google it. It's worth your time. Go ahead and do it. But enough blabbing on about the 42 series. You guys see all the cards. The way to earn those cards for free is if you go into... I like the new menu and I hate the new menu at the exact same time. You can see I already done the majority of the AL West and some of the NL West. Eventually you will see all 100 of these, 100% on all of these. So let's go through the NL West. I've only been doing ones that I actually want the cards, and that's what I recommend you guys do too, because you know I still have debuts to do. I really wanted this Max Muncy, so I picked him. So what happens is you have the TA, which is Team Affinity, something that was in last year. And if you do the missions, you can earn it on the top right where my big ass head is. You can get the TA. So TA, again, Team Affinity, you can do that all the way across the board. There's little missions that you can do. I did this one accident. Max Muncy just happens to be a starter for me. So there's all types of stuff like that. There's moments. The best way, in my opinion, as I accidentally back out, is every showdown you do, which there's a showdown which we will be doing, get 3. You get 5 tickets, which is SDS. Please make it to where we put in multiple showdown tickets. Because having to do 3, back out, you'll see what I mean when we do it. But you get 3 at a time, or you get 5 for 3. So 15 TA every single time. So I only have 85 TA earned. But so you get 15, yada yada yada, all the way through. Now if you go all the way, scroll down all the way to the end, it's at 150. So if you get 15 every single time and you do the showdown 10 times, it's 150. So you have to do each showdown for each division 10 times. Basically you're doing the showdown 60 different times, which seems really tedious, and it is, but this is the best way to do it. It's the quickest. Showdown is not bad or hard this year. For whatever reason, it's very, very easy. I feel like they're gonna make it way harder in the future. But for right now, it is very, very easy. I don't recommend doing the moments and the missions. I did the moments for some of them. Kind of regret it. And I also did the Conquest. Stay away from the Conquest. The Conquest takes about 2 hours, if not longer, to do. Meanwhile, and you get the same exact thing as doing one showdown. Stay away from Conquest. At least for this. Do all the other Conquests like I did. Do all of them. But not these ones. So, like I said, you get 15 each time. So you get 1 at 4. Then you keep going on. So you get all 5. You notice. All 5 of them will be on your team. Just pick the other one. I already have Joey Gallo, so when I go again, I'll get Kyle Lewis. I'll just go down the list. Get the players that you want first, right? If you're going to be slowly but surely working on this, get the players that are actually going to start on your team. I knew Joey Gallo was going to start on my team, so I picked him up. You know, I don't like Jesus cards, so I'm probably going to pick him up last. Stuff like that. But you do that all the way across the board, you get 100% on all 6 of the divisions. That's 30 players. If each division has 5, you got 6 divisions, that's 30 players. So let's go over and do the showdown, but let's go back to the collection real quick. There's something I forgot to mention. So unfortunately for the legends, you have to buy them. That's the only way this isn't free, right? In a way, it is, because in the showdown, you'll be making so many subs and XP that you'll be getting packs, you'll be getting this and that and the other. That's where it kind of makes it free in the sense of things. But you do have to buy Ken Griffey, you do have to buy all the other legends. Like, I think I'm missing, at least 7 of them, right? Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey, Bob Gibson, Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson, Cal Ripken, Babe Ruth. I'm missing about 7 of them, which kind of sucks. I wish it was completely free. Just for my no money spent people, I think that'd be really nice. But still, getting 30 of the players for free is just ridiculous. Because not to mention, a lot of them, especially this early on, are going to start for you. I think that's something that's kind of slept on. So let's go over and do our showdown real quick. I'll show you what I mean. Affinity Season 1. When you do this, you'll go over to Team Affinity. Now this could be any for them, so that's the nice thing that separates it from this year to last year. Last year, like, you did the Team Affinity Showdown, it was only for that division. Now when you do it, it is for all divisions, so it doesn't matter. You could be this time facing an AL West pitcher for your showdown, or you could be facing, you know, an NL West showdown. So you can pick anyone, obviously, from the 4. The cards that they give you are actually pretty good. That's half the damn reason why it goes by so quick. I love Stanton, so I'm usually going to pick him. They do make you take a picture. I always take the picture with the best K-9 or the best rapid card. Somebody that throws hard. I think that's the most important thing. If you have a control pitcher, for whatever reason, they do not swing and miss as often as they should. Even though you're spotting all the time, does not matter. Jesus Aguilar. Let's keep going down the list. Get players of swings that you like, even if they're terrible at defense. Who cares? You're hardly ever going to play defense. The majority of these are online are hitting missions. You don't really have to worry about anything. We'll go with Will Smith, just that way I have a lefty. You will maybe do 1 or 2 like closing missions, but nothing to worry about whatsoever. Again, go with players with good swings. I don't even like Kyle Seager, but I like his swing. And you just go down the list. Utility players every now and again. I'll show you guys how to set up your lineup too. They do give you 2 perks as well on top of this. I don't have a catcher, so I'll just pick up the catcher. Servers are kind of slow right now. Do not appreciate that. But did not get a good one on this. But we'll go with the green light. Why not? Shout out to Tatis for the green light. Servers are extremely slow. Down but not out is not bad, but I like this one. Just because if you get behind in the count, you get a little bit of a contact boost. I don't think it plays a huge role, but you do get 3 perks nonetheless. So, and I got the exact same too. That does not do me any type of good. So we'll just go with that one. I got terrible perks. Normally you get the good ones, like you want like heart attack. Rally time is a good one, and there's another one I'm forgetting about. Oh, or jump start. All 3 of those are actually pretty good. Alright, as you can see, the final showdown, right? You get 15 outs to score 13 runs. You can't tie the game, you have to score 13. Every mission, in case you're new to Showdown, every mission that you do is 2 final showdowns taken off. That's the way it is across the board. These red ones are bosses. So if you fail the boss one, you're done. If you fail the blue ones, it's no problem. Nothing happens. You just don't get you get a gold live series player and you get a gold perk, and then you also take off 2 runs. So that's pretty good. Across the board, these are really short. This is what I'm talking about. These are all moments. Like, as you see, this one is tally 1 strikeout with 1 inning with your showdown starting pitcher. We did take a pitcher, so we actually have a good pitcher to strike 1 out with Sanchez over there. The lineup, we got lucky. We got Miguel Sano. I think I'm going to put him in left. Then take out Chris Davis. Even though I like Chris Davis, I don't really care. I should restate that. I don't care for Chris Davis to swing in comparison to Miguel Sano. Chris Davis has been so clutch for me for so long. But nonetheless, I like to have a contact guy up front. Nico Goodrum is pretty good at that. Then it's just straight power from there. I do not really care about anything else other than hidden for power. I don't power swing. I think that's a waste of time, especially this year. I've noticed power swinging is just not the move. Make sure to add in your perks, even though my perks are terrible. But this one, Kyle Lewis, easily like my favorite player right now. You got to strike out one player in one inning with your starter. And the way, you know, if you happen to have a PS5, which thank God you do, these load up really quick. The majority of them, and I know servers are really slow right now, so I'm hoping it stays that way, but look how quick that was. So we're already into the action. Just like that. So all I have to do is strike out one player. Sometimes, you know, you're not always going to win these. Sometimes they just do not like you, but we're going to try for it. This is why I say throw somebody hard, especially if they have a curveball. Because you throw 2 strikes over the plate, and then you throw a curveball out of the zone. They swing at it almost every single time. That's why I always say just get somebody who throws hard with a curveball. And that's exactly why. Look how quick that was. We already got 2 runs taken off our Showdown. Now, realistically, if you wanted to, you could skip to the end. If you're confident enough in yourself, you could skip to the end and play it as is. I am not. I think it's kind of a waste. I also think that you lose other things like you lose the XP and you lose the stubs in that way. If you look, we get 100 stubs all the way across. This one being 500, and then you get 1,000 stubs at the end on top of your rewards. So you're slowly but surely earning stubs too. You might want to do it sooner. You know, maybe don't do every single moment, especially if you don't need it. But even during the end of it, you do get, if you look at the bottom, you do get 42 series hitter and diamond perks towards the end. So if you skip one, you end up skipping them all. You can't just skip this one and go to the next one. So let's go over and add in our new player. We got Marcell Ozuna. Probably going to keep him on the bench, to be honest. I like his swing, but not better than any of these guys. So we'll go right into the next one. Tally 2 total bases without giving up a hit in 2 innings. This one should be easier. Difficulties on veteran, so it really should be easy. Nico Goodrum's good at stroking for doubles. Let's get right to it.
Now to the plate, Nico Goodrum, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Nico's better against lefties, so this is good. And just like that, we got a double as my controller's dying. And like I said, these are so quick. The moment's already done. That's 2 more runs taken off. So now we were supposed to score 12. Now we only need to score 13. Now we only need to score 9. And you do get XP. You get a little bit of stubs. It just goes that way across the board. Not to mention you get the ad players. I'm hoping for Joey Gallo. I always like Joey Gallo on these, or Max Muncy. But we'll see. Hey, would you look at that? Max Muncy. And I accidentally took Anderson Simmons because I hit my thumb. Pain. Playing against the Phillies with a Showdown squad, Tally 1 extra base hit in 1 inning. Honestly, that might come back and bite me in the ass. Not getting one. Easily my favorite card to use. He honestly might be better than Joey Gallo for me. I don't know what he is. I did end up getting his diamond from doing these Showdowns, which I recommend you guys go out and go get him. But yeah, hopefully we can do something with Nico Goodrum. Got to get an extra base hit. Wouldn't mind it sending it the other way. Just battling with Nico Goodrum apparently. 8th pitch of the at-bat. Make it 9, full count. I don't mind a walk here, even though it doesn't do us anything. It's 1 less out. I have to do this in the first inning. So, unless Nico Goodrum just went yard. And just like that, another mission done. So now we do have the challenge, which is the Showdown versus Arrieta. It is on a rookie, so it actually should be easier than the moments we've been doing. You get a 2-run deficit. There should be somebody on second base, if I'm not mistaken. So you already are at advantage. You have to get 2, or you have to score 3 runs before you record 10 outs. Now, realistically, could I skip to the end and finish this? Against Jose Barrios, I kind of break off of him. That's another thing. You can see who you're facing before you even start. So if you're that worried about who you're facing, you didn't feel like you had a good draft, you could hit the forfeit button and restart. I don't recommend doing that. Just suck it up. But you could do that. For the Showdowns against the pitchers, you do no defense whatsoever. So I absolutely see. I'll put Matt Olson at catcher. That way I have even a better player there. I don't love Anderson Simmons' swing, so I'm actually going to take him out, especially Yeah, I don't really need him. He's good contact, but he's really slow. So that's just how we're gonna do it here. And let's see. I don't want Alfier up there. Not that close. Just like that. I already have my best lineup available. Alright, like I said, there is already a runner on second base. This is where having the perks, the heart attack and rally time would be really good because they give you boost when you're losing. Even though I'm pretty sure that ball goes foul. They give you contact boost when you're losing. And Jumpstart gives you contact boost in the first two pitches of the at-bat. If you have all three of those going, then you're going to be sitting pretty, to say the least. Now, I imagine he wasn't going to get that throw, so I took off to second. Just like that, we're that much closer. See what he's up to. Oh, that ball's belted. Gonna send him over to third. Just like that, it's 2-2. All I have to do is get my 46 speed player. And this is something I forgot to mention earlier, is when you're in your bench, you can click onto your bench. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about later. And you can add your fastest player. So that's what I should have done. Now I only have a 60 speed player, when realistically I should have got somebody who had much higher speed. I'm sure there's somebody on my bench who has higher speed than 60. That's something I could have done that I forgot about. Not that it should really matter in a scenario like this. In fact, I should do it because I don't think he's going to gun me. If he does gun me, hey, you know what? So be it. He doesn't. So that's going to do it. Finish shake area then 7 pitches. Again, these are pretty quick, pretty easy. So you guys what I mean about the bench stuff. Okay. Okay, finally loaded up. We did not get good players for our 40. I don't know what's going on. Normally our luck is significantly better in this. But we'll take Willie. We'll take players out of position. If you don't, you're going to have a bad day. If you click onto your bench like I was talking about, pick out my worst player. I'll pick out Robbie Grossman. Purely looking at speed. Don't really worry about too much about stealing. Looks like the fastest speed player was Steven over here with 73. So now I have my fastest person. You might even want to, even draft somebody who just has speed, just so you can have somebody. It is important down the line, especially if you're like not the greatest at the game. You're kind of sweating these moments. It does help, and that's against a shift. That's gonna be another hit, and just like that, another moment is done. 2 more runs are taken off the board. They gave us a second chance at Max Muncy. I respect it. I won't mess it up this time. Hey, this is what I was talking about as well. Rally time, significant exit velocity boost while losing. So if I do fail one of these moments, I'll have a bit of a boost for a while in these, because you do happen to get all of them. If you notice, we have 2 more to do. 2 and 2, 4, so you'd be 12 and 12. So I would go into that one without the boost, but either way, I only have to score 1 run, so I'm not too worried about it. Gonna bench Jesus Aguilar for Max Muncy, because I think Muncy's so damn much better. But yeah, we just go down the line. There we go. Our lineup is already updated. Don't have to worry about too much. This one, playing against the Braves with the Showdown, tallied 2 hits in 2 innings without giving up 2 runs. The exact same mission. Alright, why not? Just over so bad. Today is officially the release of the game. That actually explains a lot. Stanton, that should be a double. That gets by. It might even be gone. God damn, Stanton's so good. I recommend getting Stanton every single time. He also has a 42 series card, so definitely recommend getting him. Even though we didn't do anything in the first inning, we still made a comeback, got it in the second inning. Or either way, we ended up with it being done. We get another 42 series player and a diamond perk. So we'll see what that's all about. It's going to be Salvador Perez, because, man, we are not getting the perks that we want to get. He tallied 2 hits, including 1 extra base hit in 3 innings. Okay. Nico Goodrum, goodbye. Our extra base hit is already done. You hang them, we bang them. On these hits ones, so if they pitch to the outside, I tend to swing at it more, because it's less likely to get it. But I'll also take it right up there as well. That should be gone for Miguel Sano. He might even hit the damn train, but either way, back-to-back home runs means the mission's over. And we've completed all the moments. That means we'll be 12 and 12 with the Twins. So if we score 1 run and 15 outs, which we should do completely easy, that means that we are completely done. We get their team Affinity, and I'll show you guys how to activate all that. We get another 42 series player. I'm gonna go with Kyle Lewis. I'm definitely not biased towards that. Definitely not my favorite player in baseball. He definitely doesn't come back tomorrow, or actually the day you guys are seeing this video. I didn't get to watch it because I'll be at work, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Max Muncy, baby. I think that's gone. Assuming it is, Buxton looks up, that ball's out of here. Just like that. I think that took maybe 15 minutes, and if the servers were any quicker, it probably would have taken 10. So you get this. It may look confusing, but you actually get 5 of those. You do get 1,000 stubs on top of that, which is actually really, really nice. And then you just rinse and repeat. You can do this as many times as you'd like. We got 8 out of 8. I don't always get 8 out of 8. Sometimes I'll get 7 or 8, or sometimes I'll just skip it. If I know I can score that many runs in that amount of time, I recommend you guys do the exact same. So we'll go back into, I like to go through here to the team affinities. If I can get one more out of the, I think at 90 I get another player. I do get another player at 90. I'm at 85, so we'll add in all 5 to here. Unfortunately, you have to add in 1 at a time. That's what I was talking about before. So you go down to exchanges, repeatable, showdown voucher, and you'll just keep doing it until you have no more. Now we did get a player out of it. Like I said, we get 1 of the players. It's ironically going to be my favorite player, but I'll show you guys what I. So after entering them all in, I was at 85. Now we are at just short, or actually exactly on 100. So we not only got the 42 choice pack, we got the team affinity, we got the flashback and legends pack. So let's go through that real quick. And sometimes you can just earn them. Like there's missions of just playing the game with like players that are in that division. So I know I've been earning some for the NL West and the AL West. I have Prowl, I have Muncy, etc., etc. So let's go through and open our pack. We got 5 team affinity packs, AL West, and more AL West stuff. So just like that, we already got what we needed just from 1 showdown. You know, I haven't seen anybody pull any diamonds. It is possible, it's a 1 in 50 chance, but I think that's what it is in general. So I haven't pulled a diamond in a minute since the pack opening video. But hey, you never know what could happen. Very well could be a Trout this line. No Trout for me. Oh well. So we do get to pick one of these. Always take a player that's new because these could be good. And don't sell these. In my opinion, don't sell these. I don't think you can't. Yeah, I think they're all no sells. But even if you could, don't get rid of them in your collections. Don't do anything because down the line, you know, if you remember from last year, you had the Trout collection. You had to collect a certain amount of rookies, a certain amount of breakouts, veterans, postseason. So yeah, keep them close to you because they could be very, very good down the line. AL West 42 player is going to be Kyle Lewis. I'd be an idiot not to get him, even though he doesn't really have a spot on my team, if I'm being completely honest. But I can't say no to Kyle Lewis. I just can't. I don't know where I'd play him because Acuna's been absolutely mashing for me. Joey Gallo's right here. If Josh Donaldson could play first base, that's exactly where he would be playing. But unfortunately, he can't, which I find very odd. That would help me out because I put Gallo at third and put Kyle Lewis right here. But either or, Kyle Lewis can very much end up on my bench. He can replace. He's going to replace Stanton for me, actually. But who knows? Maybe we'll do a debut. If you guys want to see a debut of Kyle Lewis, let me know. I do still got to do a debut of Max Muncy over here. The card's very, very good. My Trout already at the parallel 3 with him, which we're like 212th player to do. I got very lucky, pulled him very early, but he's also been killing the game. 215 to be exact. He's been killing it for us, hitting 500 online and 500 on against the CPU with 16 home runs on 37 hits. So doing pretty good with him. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it all makes sense. If there's questions, I'm sure there will be questions down below. Let me know. I'll answer any of them that I can. And if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
And goes.